So we tend to think that the holidays are the most stressful times when it comes to spending money. Not necessarily.
Yeah, summer spending adds up too. From vacations to activities for the kids, it can get expensive. Here's a look at how, on average, we plan to spend and where we can cut some costs. A new survey finds the season of school breaks and warm weather can actually present more money tension than the holiday season. The American Institute of CPAs found about 60% of adults say financial stress during the summer either matches or exceeds what they're feeling during the holidays. Among the top expenses, the children. Between sports camps, day camps, academic tutoring, and more, 6 in 10 parents plan to spend an average of $1,400 for the summer. The whole family should be part of choosing those activities carefully and planning how to pay for them.
This is a great opportunity for us to teach the next generation how to handle their finances.
Another huge chunk, vacation. Of those who do plan a summer getaway, 41% said it'll cost them an average of $3,000. If that number seems high, there are some ways to cut back. Avoid weekend travel, especially holiday weekend travel if you can, when room rates and flights will be at their highest. And look for travel options with freebies like free breakfast and free airport shuttles at hotels. It's also a good reminder that family budgeting shouldn't just be a seasonal priority.
If we can teach people to handle their budgets, you can enjoy your summer, you can enjoy your holidays and enjoy your relationships without having the stress of finances.
According to StuffedSuitcase.com, another big chunk of your vacation money is spent on food. When budgeting for a family of 4, it's a good idea to budget about $100 a day. That's $20 for breakfast, $30 for lunch, and $50 for dinner. But remember that you can save on that if you don't eat out every meal, and take advantage of those hotel breakfasts or cook in your own room.
Continental breakfasts
Gotta
are
love
a
'em.
wonderful
Yep.
thing. So what about your food budget when you're not on vacation? Get these numbers. According to the USDA, the average weekly grocery bill for a family of 4 is between $146 and $289. Why the difference? Well, that would be how old your children are and whether or not they're boys. The USDA says each child between the ages of 6 and 8 can cost up to just under $62 a week to feed. Between the ages of 9 and 11, you'll spend just over $70 a week each. And if you've got teenage boys, it's going to cost you nearly $80 a week to feed each one of them.
I can attest to that. And consider this, those who rely on food stamps only have $4 a day to spend.
Yeah, so how do you balance the need to eat healthy and stay on budget? Well, believe it or not, you can actually find good nutritional food for less.
Eating healthy can be difficult no matter how much money you have, but doing so on a budget can be even harder. Brown rice is a great way to get a big nutritional bang for your buck. It's full of vitamins and minerals. Perhaps its best asset is its high amount of fiber. Makes you feel fuller, longer. Dried beans usually cost $1 a pound. They can expand up to 3 times their size when cooked. They're also full of fiber and protein and low in fat and sodium. And go ahead and go a little nutty. Peanut butter is high in good fats, proteins, and minerals. Peanuts also contain an antioxidant found in red wine at a much cheaper price. Some foods to pick up next time you're short on cash.
Well, here are some other foods to consider: green and frozen vegetables. Green vegetables have a high nutrient to calorie value and can be used in a variety of dishes. Frozen vegetables are often picked and frozen at peak ripeness, meaning they can hold the same nutrients as fresh vegetables.
And did you know that some vegetables help you stay hydrated? Water makes up 60% of your body, and without enough of it, dehydration sets in, causing dry mouth, tiredness, and headaches. Here are the best foods to keep you hydrated this summer. According to the old rule of thumb, you need at least 8 glasses of water a day to stay hydrated.
I try to drink anywhere between, depending on my work day, 8 to 12.
2 to 3 bottles of 16 ounces water. Okay. I should drink more.
But the good news is you don't have to drink all that water. You can eat some of it too. Try cucumber. It's nearly 97% water, the highest water content of any solid food. Slice it up in salads or put it in soups and sandwiches. Celery is another good option. It not only hydrates, it also neutralizes stomach acid, relieving heartburn and acid reflux. Water content, 95.4%. Try putting radishes in your summer coleslaw and salads too. They're 95.3% water and provide a burst of spicy, sweet flavor. And tomatoes contain 94.5% water. Try different varieties too, like sweet cherry or grape tomatoes. Skewer them on a toothpick with basil leaves and chunks of mozzarella for a quick appetizer.
Watermelon and cauliflower are also good sources of water. In fact, they're mostly made up of water, and studies show they also help fight cancer.
Okay, cauliflower not so much, but watermelon?
Yeah?
I could eat that all day, thank you very much. Staying hydrated this summer is important, but so is staying cool. It's already beginning to feel like it's going to be a hot summer in the sun. The sun, however, is not always your friend. With more than 3.5 million new cases diagnosed every year, skin cancer is the most common form of cancer in the U.S., but it is also highly preventable. Here's how you can still enjoy your time in the summer sun and protect yourself from overexposure.
How many hours a day do you spend out in the summer sun? 2? 4? 8? Although it's a good source of vitamin D and can help to build your immune system, too much of a good thing can be dangerous. Be sure to pick the right time to go outside. When possible, go out in the morning or the evening. The sun's UV rays are strongest between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. according to the EPA. And before you head out, check the UV index. It's issued by the National Weather Service and provides a forecast of the expected risk of overexposure from the sun. A UV rating of 11 or more means extreme risk of overexposure. And apply 1 ounce of sunscreen to all exposed skin 15 minutes before going outside. Your sunscreen should have an SPF of at least 30 and broad spectrum protection from both UVA and UVB rays. Reapply every 2 hours, even on cloudy days and after swimming or sweating. Some hot tips to keep you cool this summer.
Now here's something that surprised me. Did you know that getting just one sunburn as a child more than doubles your chances of developing skin cancer in life? A person's risk for melanoma also doubles if they've had 5 or more sunburns at any age.
Oh boy.
That's something.
How about that? Well, Jimmy, nothing says summer like picnics and barbecues and all of the tasty food that comes along with them. A little later on Delmarva Life, we're in the kitchen making a scrumptious side dish that your friends and family will love: celery seed slaw.
And how about chicken? We're famous for it on Delmarva. What started on a small farm with 2 employees is now a multi-billion-dollar corporation with 20,000 workers around the country. And it's all thanks to one family. Perdue Chairman Jim Perdue talks with us about growing up in the poultry industry and how things have changed in the last 90 years. But first, we've been talking about summer heat. Rachel Ray's got a neat idea on how to keep cool without watered down drinks.
In the summertime, you want to keep your drinks cold, but you don't want them to taste all watered down, right? Well, don't use water when you're making ice cubes. Use lemonade or limeade or iced tea, even frozen pieces of fruit you can drop down into even a glass of champagne and keep it cold. If you love Arnold Palmer's, try this trick. Fill your ice cube tray with lemonade or iced tea, put those cubes into a glass and fill it up with the lemonade and iced tea. Brilliant, right? And refreshing.